One of the most important food safety tools in any Guanato's restaurant is something every employee already has: your hands. Our hands constantly come into contact with objects and surfaces throughout the day. Phones, door handles, trash, dirty dishes, cleaning equipment, money, raw ingredients, our face, hair, or clothing, tools, and many other surfaces. If we don't properly wash our hands, contamination can move from our hands to food, utensils, equipment, and food contact surfaces. That is why proper hand washing is one of the foundations of food safety. At Guanato's, wash your hands with soap and running water and scrub thoroughly for at least 20 seconds. Paying attention to all areas of the hands, including between the fingers and around the fingernails. Then rinse thoroughly and dry your hands using the approved hand drying method provided at the hand washing station. Hand washing should take place at a designated hand washing sink. Do not wash your hands in a food preparation sink, or simply rinse them over another work area. And remember, a quick rinse is not hand washing. Water alone does not replace proper washing with soap. But knowing how to wash your hands is only half of the responsibility. You also need to know when to wash them. Wash your hands before beginning food preparation. Wash after using the restroom. Wash after coughing, sneezing, or using a tissue. Wash after touching your face, hair, or other parts of your body that may contaminate your hands. Wash after handling dirty equipment or utensils. Wash after handling trash or performing another activity that contaminates your hands. Wash when changing tasks, whenever necessary to prevent cross-contamination. And wash when switching from working with raw food to ready-to-eat food. You must also wash your hands before putting on gloves for food handling. That last point is important because gloves do not replace hand washing. Putting gloves over contaminated hands does not make those hands clean. Start with properly washed hands. Use the appropriate gloves or utensils required for the task, and change gloves when they become contaminated or when changing tasks. Never wash disposable gloves and continue using them as though they were new. Gloves are a food safety tool. They are not a shortcut. 2. Another important consideration is ready-to-eat food. Ready-to-eat food may be served without another cooking step that could reduce contamination. Follow Guanato's procedures and use appropriate utensils or approved gloves when handling exposed ready-to-eat foods. Personal hygiene goes beyond hand washing. Employees working around food must maintain appropriate personal cleanliness. Keep your clothing and work attire reasonably clean. Use required hair restraints and follow Guanato's grooming and food safety standards. Avoid behaviors that could contaminate food or food contact surfaces. Do not eat in food preparation areas. Do not use tobacco while preparing or handling food. And if you cough or sneeze, protect food and wash your hands. Pay attention to your fingernails and hands as well. Areas underneath the fingernails can hold contamination. If you have a cut, wound, or other condition on your hand, notify the appropriate manager and follow the required procedure. Another common mistake is touching something contaminated and then continuing to work because you're wearing gloves. Imagine you're preparing food while wearing gloves. Then you touch your phone, or handle trash, or touch another contaminated surface. Those gloves are no longer a clean barrier simply because they are still on your hands. Food safety depends on recognizing when contamination may have occurred and responding appropriately. The principle is simple: clean hands, clean barriers, clean habits. Hand washing should never be skipped because the restaurant is busy. It should never be skipped for a short task. Foodborne illness can begin with something we cannot see. That is why good hygiene has to become a habit. Whenever your hands become contaminated, stop, wash, then return to the task safely. Remember, wash thoroughly for 20 seconds. Wash at the appropriate times. Use the designated sink. Wash before putting on gloves. Prevent unnecessary bare hand contact with ready-to-eat food. Maintain good personal hygiene. And never allow speed to become an excuse. Next, you'll complete a short assessment. After that, we'll cover employee illness and working around food.